discuss the power in the electrical circuits. There are two types of electrical circuits. One type is called the DC circuits. The other circuit is called the AC circuit. So again, in AC circuits there are two types of circuits: single phase AC circuit and the three phase AC circuit. So often we confuse what is the power in the DC. Is it belongs to the DC circuit or AC circuit, single phase or three phase circuit? So to understand it better, so let me consider here first the DC circuit. So in case of DC circuits, the voltage and current are in phase across the load. So the power, the true power or the real power consumed is nothing but given by P is equal to V into I. This also can be written as I square into R or V square by R, where V represents the applied voltage or voltage across the load and the I is the current flowing through the load. And coming to the AC circuits, so one type is called the single phase AC circuit. In this, real power P can be written as V into I into cos phi. So here V represents applied voltage to the load and I represents the current flowing through the load, and cos phi represents the power factor of the load. So if you know these three parameters, so we can calculate what is the real power. Remember here in single phase AC circuits, V represents the per phase voltage and I represents the per phase current. When it comes to the three phase AC circuit, the real power is given by P is equal to root 3 into VL into IL into cos phi. Here VL means it is the line to line voltage, IL means it is the line current, and cos phi means it is the power factor of the load. So again, in three phase circuit there are two types of three phase circuits. One is called delta connected circuit, the other is star connected system. So in case of delta connected system, line voltage and phase voltage are one and the same, whereas the line current and phase current are different, whereas what we require for this is we require line current. And coming to the star connected system, in a star connected system, the line to line voltage is different from the per phase voltage, and the line current and phase current are one and the same in the star connected system, and power factor is as it is. So we can write, irrespective of delta or star connected system, the formula is like this: root 3 into VL into IL into cos phi. Now let us see how the power factor impacts the circuit condition. So let us take first a problem on DC circuits, that is, if the per phase voltage is given as 230 volts and per phase current is 10 amperes in the DC circuit, what is the real power or the power consumed? So whenever I say the power, real power, means it is true power. This is also called the consumed power. So this power is consumed only in the resistance. So real power P is equal to V into I. So we know the per phase voltage, that is applied voltage to the load, that is 230 volts, and the current flowing through the load is 10 amperes. So once we calculate, we get 2300 watts. Let us take another problem, but it is on AC circuits. So in a single phase AC circuit, if the per phase voltage is 230 volts and per phase current is 10 amperes and power factor is also given as 0.5, what is the real power? So as I said, real power means it is the real power consumed in the load condition, in the load. So that real power P is given by V into I into cos phi. So he gave the what is per phase voltage, and he also mentioned the per phase current, and he also mentioned the power factor. Substitute all the values, that is 230 into 10 into zero point 0.5. Then we get 1150 watts as the real power consumed in this single phase AC circuit. Next, let us take another problem. So in a three-phase AC circuit, it is given that line-to-line voltage is 415 volts and it is connected to a 2 kilowatts load. Find the power when power factor is equal to 0.5, and B is when the power factor is 0.7, and when C is when power factor is 0.8. So these three conditions are given to observe what is going to happen to the load current. So we know for the three-phase AC circuit, real power is given by root 3 into VL into IL into cos phi. Here VL means it is line to line voltage, IL means it is line current, and cos phi means it is the power factor of the load. So let me take first condition, that is when the power factor is 0.5. What is the current? So the formula is known, that is P is equal to root 3 VL IL cos phi. So from this we can write what is IL. IL is nothing but P divided by root 3 VL cos phi. So that is what we have written here. That is IL is equal to P by root 3 VL into cos phi. So here the load is fixed, that is 2000 watts load. So 2000 divided by root 3, line to line voltage is given as 415 volts and power factor is also given, so multiply 415 with the 0.5, and once we simplify it we get 2000 divided by 359.39, and after further simplification we get 5.564 amperes. So this is the line current when the power factor of the load is 0.5. Let us say, so if the power factor is 0.7, then what is going to happen to the line current? So again we use the same formula, that is IL is equal to P by root 3 VL cos phi. So P is given, that is load is taking constant power, that is 2000 watts divided by root 3 into line voltage is 415 volts and the power factor is given as 0.7. So once we simplify it, we get 2000 divided by 503.146. After further simplification, we get the current as 3.974 amperes. So if you look at this, as the power factor increases, automatically the current taken by the load reduces. Earlier it was 5.56, now it is 3.97, so it is reduced. So let us take another condition. So when the power factor is 0.8, so what is the line current? That is IL is given by P divided by root 3 VL cos phi. So here the load power is fixed, that is 2000 watts divided by root 3, line voltage is given, that is 415 volts. So into power factor is given, that is 0.8. So after simplification we get 2000 divided by 577.024. So if we simplify further, then we get 3.47 amperes. So if you observe properly here, for a given load or for a fixed load, if the power factor of the circuit changes, the current also changes. The current taken by the load also changes. If the current changes, means the conductor size also have to be taken accordingly. So if you look at this, when power factor is 0.5, the current taken by the load is 5.564 amperes. So the diameter for this condition the diameter of conductor for this current will be large. Suppose the power factor is increased to 0.7, then the current taken by the load is only 3.97 amperes. So the diameter of the conductor to carry the lesser current also reduces. Similarly, if you further increase the power factor of the condition circuit, then we are getting 3.478 amperes. So means the current further reduced. When the current carrying by the conductor reduces, so automatically the diameter of the conductor also reduces. So higher power factor always reduces the cost of the conductor that we use in the circuit. So let me summarize once. We have seen what is DC circuit and what is AC circuit and what are the different types of AC circuits, and in the single phase circuit what is the real power equation, and for three phase AC circuits what is the real power equation, and we also saw the effect of power factor on the size of the conductor.